Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
I'm ready for a full day today. Remember, yesterday was only a half day of streaming for me, not a half day of work, but a half day of streaming because I had to do some stuff off camera, including doing some private patron videos as well as continuing work on my behind the scenes stuff this month for the business. A little, I know some people wonder, gee, what kind of private patron videos do you make? And certainly, I'm not going to fully tell you everything about every video that I make, because some of them are, like I said, they're private, and they're meant to be just for the person. But, particularly some months I do some different ones. Sometimes I do private Q&A where I just answer specific questions someone throws at me. As you know, for Slayer, I've done various different kinds of videos, watching and reviewing K-pop performances and music videos, but also food in Singapore and other places, and stuff like that. Well, basically, yesterday, I had the opportunity for the first time ever to do a private react regarding animation. And it was really neat animation. It was all hand-drawn. It wasn't this computer-generated stuff from today, but stuff from the past. However, whenever you do something like that, it's a kind of a double-edged sword and a big risk. And what I mean by that is YouTube doesn't understand fair use and never has. Okay? Regardless of the fact of if you're doing a react and you have the legal right to react to something, to add your commentary and criticism and essentially turn it into a live review, YouTube doesn't care. And if it has things listed in its stupid blacklist for content, it will end up, kind of flagging and blocking it. And so I'll give you an example about this. Last year, or was it 2 years ago? Now, it might have even been 2 years ago. Someone had commissioned me to do a private video about music videos from a particular pop artist. Now, I had actually never once listened to the music of this artist. Never. So I didn't know anything about what their music was about or whatever. But I forewarned the person up front. We know how YouTube works. We know that YouTube has a lot of issues with this stuff, just to forewarn you, okay? So I did it. It was like a 30-minute react of maybe 5 or 6 music videos from this one particular artist. And I uploaded it to YouTube, made it, as I always do, a video just specifically for the person, and YouTube flagged the living crap out of the video, basically blocking half of it. So what I had to do was edit it to cut out the parts that were blocked. And what resulted out of a 30-minute video was like a 15-minute video. Now, what am I supposed to do about that? Nothing. I mean, that's just how YouTube works, right? And so whenever someone asks for a private react, there's a big risk. Even some of the times that I've made the videos for Slayer regarding the K-pop stuff, a lot of the times the video will get flagged, but it's just flagged for, demonetization, which is fine. I don't monetize private react videos, But then sometimes it gets blocked. And it's like, so how do I fix this? Can I edit it out or whatever? So I reacted to a bunch of animation yesterday, some short form stuff. Like there was one that was like a really quick animation that was maybe 10 minutes long, but it was incredibly heartwarming and touching. And it literally made me get super emotional and tear up. And I was like, wow, that's a really nice animation. I'm so happy I saw it. And it just so happens that one was fine. So I'm sure the person's going to enjoy that part of the react. But then I was actually reacting to a piece of work from a well-known anime and manga creator. And it was about half an hour long. Okay. And I had to find various means to watch this thing. It actually wasn't in its entirety on YouTube. It was clips on YouTube. So I had to find it somewhere else. And I watched and I reacted to it. And let me tell you something. It was amazing. The story was outstanding. The visuals were just so impressive. And I'm like, wow, this is the kind of animation that doesn't exist anymore. This is from back in the day when everything was hand-drawn, cell-made and everything. It's like, wow, you could tell the difference and how it feels gritty almost to watch that kind of animation these days, because today everything's just so super clean and computer-generated, and it definitely doesn't look like that, right? So I absolutely loved it. And I was like, wow, this was neat. I would love to do more reacts like this in the future. I hope that people would commission this kind of work because I like doing this. It exposes me to other kind of, cultural entertainment and things. And then I upload it to YouTube and the whole thing is blocked. Entire thing. Just, oh, you can't watch that. What the fuck do you mean I can't watch that? It's fucking fair use. It's legal. I'm reacting the entire time. I'm giving commentary. I'm pausing. I'm talking. I'm saying, criticizing, and praising how good it looks and how good the story is, and I'm commentating what I think is going to happen in the story. It's kind of like Heavy Rain. That's what it reminded me of. It was like Heavy Rain, where you don't know what's going to happen, twists and turns in the story, and I'm commentating on what I think is going to happen. It was really fun to make. You know, I was like, wow, I hope more people would do this, and then it fucking gets just blocked on YouTube. And I'm like, this fucking site is a piece of shit sometimes, and it frustrates the shit out of me that they just are so afraid. They're just such cowards about everything they do that they just fucking go and block stuff outright instead of just fucking using the law to the way it's supposed to be used. It really pisses me off. Anyway, so I did all that work, and now the person right now cannot watch it. I'm trying to find, like, is there another way I can get the video to the person? Because it's a long video, so the emailing can work. It's too big, you know. Maybe like a file sharing site or something. So anyway, it's just frustrating because here I'm doing amazing reacting. I'm like, wow, this is great. This is some of the best react stuff I've ever done. I'm having a ton of fun doing it. I hope I get more of this. And immediately I get run into problems. Like the second I try to do something different and creative, blocked by YouTube, cock blocked. How dare you have fun with something, right? So anyway, I guess we'll see what happens moving forward. But yeah, that's what I was doing for a lot of last night, besides other behind the scenes stuff too. It looks like there will be one more night this month where I will not be able to stream, and that's going to be next Monday night. I've now received the requests for the final private reacts for the month. It's about 90 minutes worth. So knowing that, I'm like, okay, if it's going to be like 90 minutes worth, that's a lot. I can't squeeze that in between streams. I need to have the night off from streaming to do that, which is fine. I'll probably end up doing other private stuff behind the scenes too that night and just get everything settled, wrapped up, and then we can go full force into double days of streaming moving forward without me having to take time away from it, which is good, right? Okay, so that's the deal. That's what I was doing last night. That's why I didn't stream last night.
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.